to show you how them thief. I want to show you how them corrupt.
Mighty God.
Today's not
Good night, ladies and gentlemen. Blessings, blessings, blessings. Please like up the live as I come through. This is a very serious matter, you know. This is part 1, so I encourage you guys to hit the like button, share the live. If you want the video to go out and go viral, and reach as much people as possible, you are the engine, ladies and gentlemen. You guys that watch this platform and share the content, you are the engine that makes this channel go, go, go. You understand? And if you value the information, the thumbnail speaks for itself. And of course, the thumbnail speaks for itself, and of course the what to call it? Sorry, my bad. The thumbnail and the title is very, very clear. But you know, Andre had a message for all the vloggers, one which I want to echo. You know what I mean? I have to step up my production. To be quite honest, I really have to step up my production. You know, and we're not here telling any lies on anybody. We're here disseminating the facts and the truth of the matter. You understand? But let's hear this part here from Andre, and then I'm gonna go into the meat and potatoes of why I'm live and the first breakdown. We're gonna go into some intricacies, ladies and gentlemen. So hit the like button, share the live, tell somebody we're here, and let's go.
This is an eat food government, Andre.
Mighty God.
When I said so to her, she said, there are at least 3 ministries that are doing similar things. So you're paying 3 ministers to do the same thing.
Wow.
The Ministry of Efficiency, Innovation, and Digital Transformation. That are one ministry, don't it? That are Audrey Marks. The Ministry of Energy, Technology, and Special Projects. Now, one next ministry that. Similar to what? Efficiency, Innovation, Digital Transformation. And then there's the Ministry of Telecommunications. All 3 have what? Overlapping ministries, agencies, and departments.
Listen to this.
So you have Audrey Marks, you have Andrew Wheatley, and you have Dana doing the telecommunications, all of which Jamaica could be done by one minister of government.
You hear that?
So you're paying 3 persons to do
the same
one
job.
And that is how governments in this country are stealing
full
resources of the people.
Massive slackness.
You'll never know about it. What is the purpose of Audrey Marks as a minister of efficiency?
What is the purpose of Kamina Johnson Smith?
And innovation. What is innovative being done about this country?
Mighty God.
We don't see that them blatantly
robbing us.
Form a big government for their friends to benefit, and the people of this country pay for it. It's a solid waste of time. And when Pamela Monroe Ellis was far enough and spoke about the corruption that is happening at the land agency. You know? The corruption happening at the land agency, where there's no bank recon that is being done at the National Land Agency. So when I think about it, as I wrap up show tonight, Jamaica, when I think about it and I wrap up the show tonight, when I think about it and I wrap up the show tonight, may I wrap up the show now? This Punani government, this El Chapo government, benefits only a few.
That truth.
And when I think about it, Jamaica, Una can like up the live for me, please.
Start right there, so please. I mean, thank you for the persons that are here. We have 4 persons watching and 3 people hit the like button. Thank you so much. It is important that you hit the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Yes? Yeah, man, very important. I can't overstate the importance.
Up the live. May I talk to you tonight? Una can like up the live for me, please?
Of course.
Like up the live. May I say it again? 8,500 people over here. At least 4,000 people must like up the live.
Right.
Imagine a government giving its people $470 for a fixed roof when he collected over $6.4 trillion.
Mighty God.
And that not include what was put in their personal charities.
Hey.
Yes, as I wrap up the show tonight, I want you to look at your friend beside you or look at your spouse.
Yes.
And I want you to do a reflection tonight.
Yes.
We're going to do a journal. You remember Monique said we must do a journaling, right? Thank you, Monique Oates. We want you all to write down. You're going to call in even tomorrow. I want you all to write down 5 corruption cases.
Yes.
In this country in the last 10 years. Have you ever seen corruption this blatant in our country?
Never.
Have you ever seen corruption this blatant in our country?
Never, my general. This is ridiculous.
We have heard about corruption over the years, but have it ever been in your face this blatant, Jamaica?
I tell you, boy.
That when you look at it, you can smell it on your hands. You can smell it on the, like when you're buying a nice cologne, and when you just brush the cologne here. Yes, the cologne scent just stick with you under your nostrils right there. The cologne called corruption is stink.
Nasty in Jamaica.
It smells like kuru. It smells like shit water.
Mighty God.
So I'm asking you on your assignment tonight, before you go to bed, Jamaica, a caller called in recently and she was laughing and she made a point. If you got even 1/3 of the monies that Andrew Wilness got, every Jamaican who suffered from Hurricane Melissa would be in a house or their houses would be procured at this time.
That's facts. That is facts. And they don't need to use 1/3 of the money neither. I am not suggesting that they would use 1/3 of the money. But I mean, they have taken so long to do the assessments. People are literally they're going through the sufferation looking to get it done on their own. And then you have persons that are good Samaritans, and God bless them, right? From overseas, Jamaicans and other nationalists and groups and charity organizations that are simply just doing the job of the government. I mean, literally doing the job of the government. Right? And then they want to go on platforms and say, the way how we handle this situation, other countries will study it. Like they have been doing some amazing job in the recovery process. I mean, the level of audacity. Ladies and gentlemen.
And when you said it, Jamaica, I reflected and somebody looked at me and just said, Andre, what the people are saying is that they can trust you.
Yes.
Can you trust this government?
That's a good question.
Can you, TikTok?
Guys, do you think you can trust the Jamaican government with these monies? Do you think that you can trust this government with these monies? You remember was it UWTI? Let me see. Google. There's a website for a company. UWTI. TI is TI Media House. They came to Jamaica. Let me see. I'm gonna find them. Hurricane Melissa coverage. Mr. Wayne Lonesome. Alright. Let me see. UTI. Let me see for UTI. I think this is the one. No, that's not it. UTI.com. See me can't find it. UTI.com. I don't know why I didn't save the website in the man. UWI. It's not UWI. It's not I. It's not ITW. I'm using the phone. I'm live. I'm live right now. You know I'm gonna find it though. I'm so serious I'm gonna find it. Because it's there and I need to find them. Because I need those videos. I need to have those videos. I need to have those videos, guys. And the website is there on my other computer and I would have to dig into the archives to look to see you know, where it is, right? Let me just go and play Andre.
And YouTube, trust this government. Every day something additional, nothing new being done to reduce the state of corruption. It just adds. So it is like somebody here that has stage 1 cancer.
Yeah.
And by the end of the week, it catapults to stage 4 because of the many instances of additional things wearing out the body.
Yo, this was such a proper analogy. Jamaica is suffering from high levels of cancer caused by corruption. The system is cancerous, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, honestly, that is such a perfect analogy. The system is cancerous. No joke about it. It is a cancerous cycle. And every day, like every single time it get worse. Every month there is something else, guys. Every week, every 2 weeks. God bless when we get a time off. Mighty God.
Jamaica is being worn out. She has become tattered. She has become loose. She has become filthy. She has become rotten and smelly. Because the syndicate of Satan.
Wow.
The syndicate of the synagogue of Satan tonight.
Wow.
The synagogue of the synagogue. The syndicate of the synagogue of Satan has ravished this nation. And as I wrap up tonight, Jamaica, you know somebody of influence at a media station in the diaspora. The video that Dr. Alfred Das did is one of 7 to come.
Mighty God.
And I'm going to use my platform to propel this video to get into higher heights. Because you all know that this platform, a lot of people watch it to get their
That's
news.
a fact.
This news will never be unfiltered. This news will never be filtered. It will always give you the unfiltered version of what is happening in this country.
Thank God for that.
And I'm asking all of the bloggers, associates are not of Andre Stevens, to do their part. Talk your mind, hot off the press. We'll loan some Wilfred Rattigan, ABC or ARC.
ABR.
Wayne Global, Dre Bryan,
Yes.
London 45, Mama San,
Yes.
Derval, Aromatic, and I want to say Mystic Sensation.
Of course. The whole works. Hot water.
Bolo, Jamaica Hot Topic. Talk your
Hot water. Remember hot water. Big up everybody. You see me? Yeah, man, for real, man. We need all hands on deck, man. All well-thinking Jamaican. All if you don't have a platform, you're not on a big platform. We need, we need everybody.
mind. ABR, Bolo, all of them. Who is doing their part? The media is not carrying the news.
That's true.
And I'm asking you all. The media is not carrying the news. It is the bloggers who have to carry the true news. Perry, Carlos,
Perry in Christ. Yeah.
Make we talk. The fourth estate has failed the nation.
My God.
And Bolo, I know you'll be doing your part.
They're on it already, my boss. They're on it already. They're on it already, my boss. Right.
Marvin, Edgar.
Yeah, man, Marvin, London 45.
Every one of us.
What caution?
Bell,
Caution.
Auntie
Jenny, yeah. Holy papi.
Every one of us
We have to do it,
has a
brother.
part to play.
Have to do it, bro.
Rapper, Carper.
Yeah, no joke.
You know them, Jamaica.
No joke.
Pastor Chambers, Soul Flow.
Oh gosh, man, talk truth.
Every one of us has a duty to play. The media in this country is compromised. The media in this country is compromised. Shali Quran, 119, Dancehall Royalty. You all know them, Jamaica. But we have a duty to protect this country as the vanguards and the gatekeepers of this country. The Ford Estate has eroded its responsibility.
Total erosion.
Sometimes, Jamaica, as I said to you, I don't want to talk. But the mantle that I have is heavy and I have to talk. The mantle that I carry is heavy and I have to talk, Jamaica. It's when you go on TikTok, the JLP bloggers are in your face, left, right, and center. Or when them not make them sense, them deflect and gaslight.
Yeah, then chat
But you know
shit.
they never call Andre Stevens' name. You know why they don't call my name? They can never take me on.
One thing, you know, if them a call my name, I don't know how to listen to them, you know. Me not listen to them.
So what they do, they try their very best not to call my
Me
name.
not listen to them.
To try to think that they can do what. But not one of them have the power that we over this platform have. Every night at 8 o'clock, them watch to see them, how them can counter the response. You think them not watch? Them watching with them fake accounts.
That's why they don't hit the like
monitoring
button.
spirits are over here. Plenty.
Hold on there, but hold
So
on
that is
there.
why by a morning or by tonight.
As so much everybody that don't hit the like button right now, you must be one of the labor right them. As so much labor right to watch me tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, all of the, you know what? Let me go up on my phone. I go do a group call. We can't, hey, when you fight the devil in a man, you notice, that's why you have to come together, because when you fight the devil not sleep, you know. The devil tireless in pursuit, you know. Ladies and gentlemen, in our pursuit for freedom, you know, we have to be at that level of tirelessness, you know. You understand what I say? I'm not joke thing. Man, them serious, bro. Man, them, yo.
We start with them counter responses. Because that is how a war room operates. But in this war room comes with a war room of honesty. And when we speak on this platform, we bring you the truth. The only thing them use against me, Jamaica, is madman, homosexuality, and try to say that I'm a scammer. Yeah. I'm telling you. And none of them stick on me. And what they realize is that the people love me. The people respect me.
Straight respect, no joke. No joke.
And respect is earned.
True. Then the people in
this program.
No, nobody can say Andre and say what Andre do. Zane, I mean not even watch Andre a long time. My mother used to watch YouTube. I mean I always hear she laugh and sit and watch Partnership TV. I mean I wonder how I go. I never used to watch news. Hey, me tell them say, you see me? When me say me never used to watch news for years and then think I joke me. I will put them something I never know about, you know. So you see when me do all one video, I mean I react to the video, I mean I say, oh, I'm genuinely shocked. Just believe me when me tell you I'm genuinely shocked. Me never know say them thing are going in Jamaica. That's why me get so mad sometimes. Me I say, yo, all the people them know them thing we are going and still out. Like, allow this. Yo, me I tell you, say, yo, a long time the people them forget serious. Long time the people them forget serious, brother. Ambulance in St. Elizabeth get stuck transporting patients to other hospital in Jamaica. Mighty God. I'm after me never see that video. My backside, you see it? And them thing and the people. These are the things. I never see this video before, Rasta. I have to take a screenshot, you know, to find the user, you know. I never see this video before. This video, Mr. Alonso, I'm play. I first see this, you know. Alright. See the way I say user. Hold on, let me take a screenshot there real quick, ladies and gentlemen. Screenshot. Yeah, man, I'm gonna find it, man. Don't worry, I'm gonna find it. See number they use a blah blah. Me I go find it. Yeah, I first me I see that video there. Ambulance get stuck. Jeez and peas. Wow. Now, one of the things them, because Andre almost done talk about him wrapping up and things, eh? One of the things them that stuck, where Andre said, what me need, because me do a video upon this, you know, and me need the people in the ear, you know. Ear, you know.
In your Caribbean countries and your Caribbean neighbors. Because the UA hospital is not the UA hospital for Jamaica. It's the UA hospital for the Caribbean. So get the... And then some are left to die, and then them going to use them syndicate of meat has ruined it. Too much now, Jamaica.
A luxury setup.
Let me see if I write that, so hold on.
I'm going to send you the YouTube link. Right? Not the video, I'm going to send you the YouTube link. My evil people. Fix Pinnock. What do you court? Throw up the... Listen to this.
Hold on there. Oh, no, I know that. No, I have to go back then. I have to go back. 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 I have to go back.
He added, a lot have been done.
Hold on.
But big... I hear that you're a very good doctor, but you're lying today. It's not Dr. Free. Such a long cyclical rodent is because the city of Montego Bay is still. They call me and say, Andre, Mandible Hospital has been with this
of higher education in the working conditions that fall below acceptable standards for a tertiary teaching hospital. They document, they describe expensive imaging equipment purchased or leased without the requisite plans for regular maintenance. And note that even when equipment exists, restricted access to portable...
I want to say, when a lot of people are saying, oh, the opposition society.
Right, that's some more I get to. Mighty God of Daniel, we are here, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, we are here. Hello, line one, hello. Do you guys remember a video that I did? I'm gonna find that video from Mr. Wayne Lones. I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find it. But let me play this. Bolo VNR. Let me play this. Alright, this was a video to my comrades. Alright. Where is it? Which one of them? I must eat this. Alright, so Jamaica, I'm come to talk to me. My comrade them. My brothers, my Jamaican brothers and sisters. Not just comrade, but if... Them. My brothers, my Jamaican brothers and sisters. Not just comrade, but if you are somebody that never voted, then you're not a Labourite, and you're of the opinion that, you know, and Mark Golding and the PNP need to do more. What I want to say to you guys is to find out what is the job of the opposition. Find out what is the legal parameters that the opposition can take. Because it appears to me that some of the things that you guys want the opposition to do, some of them is damn near, I mean, it would go against the law in some capacity. Right? And I want you guys to remember that although the UIC president was standing up for the rights of the people in protests, in the pandemic, Andrew Honest and the police force locked up the UIC president. Some people might say that the UIC president doesn't have the same status as Mark Rowling, granted. But do you put it past Mark Rowling to try and pull, Andrew Honest to try and pull that trigger? Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry, but I have to tell you the truth because I said this on Andre Stevens and I stand on it. You guys are weak. And I'm going to tell you why. There's a country I don't remember the name of it, recently, that the government locked down social media. I'm talking about all types of social media because people were using the social media to protest against what the government. Hi Dezine, hi Victor, good night guys. In massive drones in the streets and protesting. That protest got escalated because of the police forces. And let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. Unfortunately, lives were lost both by the people in the crowd and government officials. Government officials had to flee from the country. Their premises were burnt down. Again, I'm not advocating for violence. I am saying to you, when the people collectively come together, there's no government on the face of the earth
Not even one.
So if you guys just need to understand the power that you have, the legal power that you have, the lawful power that you have, and you need to exercise that lawful power unified and collectively. And Jonas was the one that said, raise your voice in concert. Thank you very much, Febi. Nepal. Do you know how many protests are happening around the world right now? There's protests in the UK against digital ID. There's protests in the United States against Donald Trump. Many areas in the United States. I'm talking about hundreds and thousands of people taking it to the streets. You heard what I said? There's protests in Europe. I mean, Italy, Belgium, even this Israel thing. There's protests in the Iran thing. Yo, listen. There's protests all around the world over all different types of things. There was a protest in France. There was days and days of protests in France. Jamaica, what are you waiting on? What are you waiting on to let your voices, raise your voice in concert collectively together? If me, Bolo, or Andre Stevenson, or Mystic Jamaica, or Dre Bryan, you know, and all the other bloggers them that is in Jamaica was to take it to the streets and protest. Are we there with our lock up, you know? Are we the police there with our lock up, you know? Because what? Them always go for the leader. We don't need no leader. Collectively, as a people, everybody does need to decide, say, yo, yeah, what? Enough is enough, you know? Enough is enough. I said it on Andre, when the 4-year-old baby lost his life, allegedly by the bullet, well, the woman said, the soldier them shoot the kidney. I should tell our story, no? Soldier them say, and the JCF say, and them, who won't believe? I know, say, I don't believe the JCF. Until they start everybody on cameras, when I believe no. You understand what I said? We're not believing nothing. The trust barrier has been depleted. But that's another conversation. What I'm saying is, ladies and gentlemen, when that baby lost his life, all the potential was snuffed out. That could have been the next neurosurgeon. That could have been the next Prime Minister of Jamaica, our president. And none of you, nobody went and took it to the streets. Nobody. You guys are weak. Collectively, you are weak. You guys are sitting down quivering, talking about you're afraid of Andronis and you're afraid of the government, you're afraid of this. Well, keep being afraid. Because what you're going to do is to allow Andronis and his government to continue to bully you. That's all. We never hear when Desmond McKenzie said he's afraid of a protest and then something there. That now you never hear him say it. They have been very bold, ladies and gentlemen, about the abuse of their authority. When you're in a school, when one bully you, when you quiver to the bully, him stop bully you or does the bully continue to bully you? If you don't show the bully a sign of strength collectively, and that you mean business, what is the bully going to do? Continue to bully you. I guess what I'm saying here, ladies and gentlemen, is not what I guess. What I'm saying is you guys are weak. You want everybody else to fight for you, but you. Collectively, everybody, all of us have mothers, daughters, cousins, sister, brother, uncle. What they do to our fellow Jamaican, we have to be our brother's keeper. Until I see you guys serious, we not come out, we not organize no protest and go nowhere. We not be serious, right? When you name Durval, me and somebody say for Andre, him alone, and so look at other people spring out their protests the other day. Protesting against the corrupt government. We don't have to get into the specifics, but we can all agree that this government is, intrinsically corrupt. It's oozing out of their ears and you know when matter come out of your eye when they wake up, them so corrupt that them face full of matter when they wake up.
Facts.
And the matter signifies corruption. It's oozing out of them. That come out of their ears anyway all day. Corruption that come out.
Facts.
We can all agree. Thank you, Desi.
So how much more are you willing to take before you stand up for yourself?
Guys, make
How
sure.
much more are you willing to take, Jamaica? You cannot blame anybody else but yourself. I mean, our ancestors must be turning in their grave. None of the Maroons fought for us so that we could have certain freedoms. Set the stage for independence and sovereignty and democracy. And now we have those tools. We have those laws. We have the Constitution that we should use as a tool. We have the Magnitsky Act, right? That I have said to you guys. As a matter of fact, at the top of this video, you will see my number. If you want the Magnitsky Act, reach out to me. It is an international act that can be used to fight corruption and human rights violations in Jamaica. And we need the petition to go to 10,000. Another legal way you can help yourself. But how many of you is taking that on and pushing it? Instead of going on platforms and blaming Mark Golding and blaming the PNP.
Mighty God.
Get up and actively do something for yourselves.
That is it.
And ask everybody else that is serious to join in.
That is it.
And stop blaming the Mark Golding. Mark Golding and the PNP has done their part. They have protected us when we didn't know that we needed protection. Example, the needs. Example, constitutional reform. Go and do the research. Alright? Like and share the video. That's all. Alright.
So yeah. Now listen to Andre. Listen to Andre.
The opposition can no longer be an opposition of just. It has to be an investigative
Strategic.
opposition.
Yes.
And what Mark Golding is doing different with people like Alfred Dawes and Damien Crawford and Iceberg and all of those young people coming up, Nikisha Bvrclips, they're offering a new age of advocacy.
Oh, see
So when
that?
I saw that video today,
Yes. Got
I said
him.
to Dr. Alfred Dawes,
Got
and the
him.
team, I want to commend the people who made that video great. And sometimes we don't highlight the people who make those things great. You see the lady named Tara in the PNP? Me and she might not see eye to eye sometimes. But this one was a good investigative piece, Jamaica. And I want to say, if this is episode 1 and a 7 episode Jamaica, Christopherton must go twek. Christopherton must resign by episode 5.
Talk truth.
Ishmael, play the next part there, Ishmael. Radiology. You hear the Jamaica? No. Ishmael, play the next part.
Meanwhile, they report that our work is being hampered by a lack of basic items such as air conditioning within the main operating theatre, defibrillators, and the provision of basic gases. They add that frequent calls by the consultants are largely being ignored. On accountability, consultants raise the alarm that UHWI is a fee-collecting entity for radiology services and pharmacy retail. Yet, no definitive accounts with respect to hospital income from these activities seem to be forthcoming. Only rough estimates seem to be provided in reports by the hospital management, despite the presence of a billing of.
Pause. We're not ready for it, Sir Alfred Dawes. We're not ready for it. Hurricane Melissa, Jamaica. Yeah, those are the coverages that I want to see. Weather. Okay, let me go to weather. I guess I should go to their TikTok. That would make more sense. Can't find the video faster. ITV News. Me tell you something I go find it, guys. And one thing I don't know, if you're not supposed to know, say, means I determined brethren, When me say me go find something, I mean me go find it. Not sure. Alright, ITV News, yeah. Alright, this it compound. What about it? The Jamaican content that I easy to find. Very distinct. A months ago, but just have to scroll. Alright. So much millions of views a day and now. World know what go on in Jamaica. Man say, what am I gonna do? Now just get the URL for them video and make sure some of them locking up because there was a massive level of coverage surrounding the Hurricane Melissa. Very well documented. Very well documented indeed. Come on. Show me some videos, guys. What is this? Winter storm, suffering, blah, blah, blah. Hospitals in England. Okay. Let me find the exact video on YouTube. Team PMP. Make sure that you guys go and subscribe to Team PMP. All right.
And ward space problem.
I'm gonna go to the end here. So
Petitions. These are the words of the people on the ground. Consultants then stated, we must state clearly, with the recent addition of structural cardiology and stroke clinics, existing clinic space is no longer adequate to effectively accommodate patient volumes.
Jesus.
The Department of Medicine of the hospital consultant items such as air conditioning within the main defibrillators and the provision of basic gases. They add that frequent calls by the consultants are largely being ignored.
Empress.
Consultants raise the alarm.
Hi, Empress. How are you?
Entity for radiology services and pharmacy retail. Yet no definite accounts.
What the hell does happen a while ago?
From these activities seem to be forthcoming. Only rough estimates seem to be provided in reports by the hospital management, despite the presence of a billing office and an accounting department at the hospital. They wrote, this raises questions regarding the financial and accounting practices of the hospital. Consultants also requested basic transparency. The consultants wish to have further information regarding what the procurement process entails. For example, who are the persons responsible for generating the needs list that guide the procurement process? Information is required regarding whether members of staff, such as the consultants, have any say in what items are required and hence ordered. Are the procurement documents available as public records, past and present? Regarding clinic space, staff documented that there is a persistent shortage of functional clinic spaces at least 3 days per week. Several clinic cubicles are non-functional and some also lack working computers. With the recent addition of structural cardiology and stroke clinics,
well, we're seeing here in the parish
right, that's so. I believe
of Westmoreland for the first time the arrival of there's a significant problem. Try and get their lives back before structure. But now comes the are perhaps greater than ever before. At the moment, it is literally neighbour helping neighbour, as we've seen people with deep cuts and gashes, and they say that, well, we're seeing here in the parish of Westmoreland for the first time the arrival of limited amounts of aid. It's food, it's water, it's products like bleach, all of which are needed, but it's just nowhere near enough. This strikingly is a private donation coming out of Kingston. There's still incredibly no sign of aid or support from the Jamaican government or indeed from international organizations either. So this in no way is enough. It needs to be scaled up. It needs to be mobilized here quickly. We just come from communities up in the hills where people are injured and needing help. We've seen people with deep cuts and gashes, and they say they have no medical facilities to turn to. Everything up there has been destroyed. So I would judge right now that the needs in Western Jamaica are perhaps greater than ever before. At the moment, it is literally neighbour helping neighbour as they've weathered the storm. But now comes the much more important task of trying to rebuild infrastructure, repair homes, and try and get their lives back before hunger begins to strike here. There's a significant problem here, and this is just the beginning of what needs to be a massive relief effort.
These homes, these shops.
Alright, so I can't find a video. This is our October 31st. I did some time after that, man. I'm gonna find it still, but I can't deal with it, you know, because I think we'll find it already. It's a little bit more complex than I thought it would be to find it. Let's go to Mr. Alfred Dawes, ladies and gentlemen. Let's go back a little. Alright.
Hospital. Consultants also requested basic transparency. The consultants wish to have further information regarding what the procurement process entails. For example, who are the persons responsible for generating the needs list that guide the procurement process? Information is...
That is important. That is important. That is super important. Zane, so the people, the consultants needed this information. Which persons are responsible for generating the needs list? That person has a massive responsibility to actually maintain efficiency and a high level of service to the people of Jamaica. A lack of if they don't do their job very well, ladies and gentlemen, what's going to happen is that the persons are going to suffer immensely that use these services. You get me? So that's super important.
Is required regarding whether members of staff, such as the consultants, have any say in what items are required and hence ordered. Are the procurement...
Information required regarding whether members of staff, such as consultants, have any say in what items are required, hence should be ordered. Are the procurement documents available as public records, past and present? Hey.
Documents available as public records, past and present. Regarding clinic space, staff documented that there is a persistent shortage of functional clinic spaces at least 3 days per week.
Damn. A persistent shortage of clinic spaces at least 3 days per week. Damn.
Several clinic cubicles are non-functional and some also lack working computers. With the recent addition of structural cardiology and stroke clinics existing...
But wait a minute, they spent $521 million. So why is it that these things are short? $521 million, look at me, you have to say, bro, listen. Yo, so them lack working computers. You gotta be kidding me. With recent addition to structural, cardiological, and stroke clinics, existing clinic space is no longer adequate to effectively accommodate patient volume. Cardiology, and stroke clinics. Existing clinics. Space is no longer adequate to effectively accommodate patient volume. So the patient, they must suffer. Ladies and gentlemen, the reason why I'm doing this, cardiology. Let's go there, all right? Let's go there. Google. For those watching, cardiology. Cardiology is the medical specialty focused on the heart and cardiovascular system, diagnosing, treating, and preventing disorders like heart attack, heart failures, and arrhythmias. I don't even know if I pronounced that right. Arrhythmias, coronary artery disease, and congenital defects, using tools such as EKG, echocardiograms, medications, pacemakers. So this have to do with the heart, yeah? So you're telling me that an area that has to do with people's heart condition don't have adequate space for the volume of clients? So when the person, when the client heart fails, what happens? When there's not enough doctors, not the right equipment, what happens? Guys, you see how serious this is? Do you see how serious this is? That is just one part of the report, And I want it to sink in. You get me? I want it to sink in. They also talk about stroke clinic. Jesus have mercy. We're not even going to further in a stroke part. Like stroke is like the cousin to death. When I hear people start to have stroke, like you gotta start living. Like you're definitely trying to skip needles on the ground, and the needles could be the end of your life type of situation. You see me? That's where it's at, to be quite honest with you. Wow.
Space is no longer adequate to effectively accommodate patient volumes. The Department of Medicine residents stated, we must state clearly that it is unreasonable and unsafe to expect staff to continue under these conditions for another month.
Jesus have mercy. People, for another month, you know. Yo, the staff has say, yo, we can't even do this for next month, bro. It is unreasonable and unsafe. So, you know how long this thing has been building up? This has been building up so long. It never just happened, guys. This never just happened. You get what I'm saying? It took a while for it to reach this stage. The whole system is rotten. The whole system is eroding. This is stage 5 cancer. You remember when the PMP said that they needed to rescue Jamaica? Yo, you think a joke? This is it. This is it. This is one of the things they need to rescue Jamaica from. The healthcare system, the most vulnerable. UHWI is just a tip of the iceberg. It's one of the areas where we're having problems. Serious, catastrophic problems. Don't let the government propaganda machine, if they come out and they call this anything else that it is, if they tell you that it smells like perfume, they're lying to you. You heard what I said? This is a cesspool of corruption. A pit. Right? A pit that was dug, I don't know, 10 years ago. It's been accumulating the levels of filth where corruption is concerned from that time till now. And it's gotten so much, it's overflowing. It's unbearable. That's why the nurses and the doctors came out. It's unbearable, ladies and gentlemen. It is unbearable.
These are not the words of politicians. These are the words of the people on the ground.
Exactly.
Consultants, residents, and interns documenting in black and white how failing infrastructure and ignored complaints are putting patients and staff at risk.
You know, now I see why the labor rights are upset. All right, because this is comprehensive. This is data coming from the people that work in the field. And you know, Mr. Dawes being a doctor, it's not gonna be hard for him to get that type of information, you know, because he has colleagues all over the space. So basically, these are what you call written and signed testimonies. Yes? Written and signed testimonies, ladies and gentlemen. Wow.
This is where we arrive at the heart of the crisis. It's not just that UHWI needs more resources, it's that the resources that have been allocated are not being used properly, transparently, or in the best interests of patients and the institution.
You hear that?
The Auditor General...
No, we gotta go back. Damn, bro. Say that again.
Ignored complaints are putting patients and staff at risk.
They have ignored the complaints, which put patients and staff at risk. Where's the lie? Where's the lie, ladies and gentlemen? Where is the lie, the lie, the lie?
interns documenting in black and white how failing infrastructure and ignored complaints are putting patients and staff at risk. This is where we arrive at the heart of the crisis. It's not just that UHWI needs more resources, it's that the resources that have been allocated are not being used properly, transparently, or in the best interests of patients and the institution.
Wow. 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 Wow.
The Auditor General has now confirmed what staff have been saying. The performance audit found that UHWI could not produce procurement documentation for 51 contracts valued at $521 million, making it impossible to verify whether the hospital got value for money or complied with the law. The same report exposed the misuse of the
We got to play that back because people got to understand what he just said.
Contracts valued at $521 million, making it impossible to verify whether the hospital got value for money or complied with the law.
It is impossible to verify whether we got value for money, meaning, in other words, it's impossible for us to know if them thief the money. This is high levels of criminality, ladies and gentlemen. This is high levels of criminality. Everybody should be fired. Everybody in head. Anybody will have any type of major, responsibility. Christopher Tufton, the people who work at the hospital, the management, the people who have anything to do with procurement, all of them should be fired. Every one of them. None of them can be trusted. It is safe to assume that all of them are in cahoots.
The same report exposed the misuse of the hospital's tax-exempt status to import goods for private entities, depriving the state of millions of dollars in revenue. So while doctors are
tax fraud, ladies and gentlemen,
begging for basic supplies, functioning beds,
Mighty God.
defibrillators to save lives, and safe spaces to rest, hundreds of millions of dollars are flowing through a system that cannot even produce the paperwork to show what was bought, from whom, and why.
Jesus.
When a hospital designed for 579 beds is admitting 120 to 150 emergency patients per day, what does that look like? It looks like patients lying on trolleys in hallways, family members standing for hours because there are no chairs, nurses trying to monitor multiple critically ill patients simultaneously because the wards are overflowing, and doctors making impossible decisions about who gets the limited ICU beds available and who they must let die.
Yo, I don't know if y'all understand how heavy that is. Do you feel the weight of that statement? How does a doctor decide that? And who is putting the doctors in this position? The management, ladies and gentlemen. It starts from the top, Christopher Tufton, and it goes down. The buck stops with Christopher Tufton, and then Andrew Honest, Empress Norma, how you doing? The buck stops with Christopher Tufton and Andrew Honest. We cannot accept nothing less than the resignation of both individuals. Both of them need to resign. Andrew Honest should resign on default. By default. And I'm not even joking. By default, Andrew Honest should resign. It's all happening under his watch. And this is not 1 or 2 or 3 years. Several years this is happening. And the Auditor General has put out the information. What has Andrew Honest did, ladies and gentlemen? One, he has been quiet. And when his office of the Prime Minister name was called, I reject that. I reject. And even questioned he questioned the capacity of the Auditor General to do her job, insinuating that she doesn't understand these things. I went back and I looked at the other day, I went back and I verified that in the article. to show you what Andrew Holness said about the Auditor General. He's a narcissist. I had never heard Andrew Holness genuinely confess to have not done something right where governance is concerned. I've never heard it. All I've heard is excuses. I've never heard him say, listen, it's on me. It's on me. That's my fault and it's going to be fixed. I've never heard it.
The UHII does not exist in isolation. It's a part of the University of the West Indies, which serves 18 English-speaking countries and territories in the Caribbean. UWI is consistently ranked among the top universities in the developing world, and its medical faculties are central to training the region's healthcare workforce.
So, UHII serves the Caribbean and the world. It's a global recognized institution. What Dr. Dawes is going to outline is the gravity of the situation and all parties affected. It's not just the patients, it's also the students as well that spend their millions of dollars to come for this education. The standard has fallen down to the ground, ladies and gentlemen. This has so many implications. It's ridiculous. This is an entire mess. Entire mess.
The UHII does not exist in isolation.
It's not a vacuum.
It's a part of the University of the West Indies, which serves 18 English-speaking countries and territories in the Caribbean.
Mighty God.
UWI is consistently ranked among the top universities in the developing world, and its medical faculties are central to training the region's healthcare workforce. When UHII struggles, when it loses credibility to procurement scandals and governance failures, it doesn't just affect Jamaica. It affects the reputation of UWI. It affects the ability of Caribbean medical graduates to secure residency positions internationally. It affects the willingness of international partners to collaborate on research. It
Overnight and tomorrow night, the nightmare scenario.
When this institution is compromised by corruption and mismanagement, every country in the Caribbean,
certainly the satellite
and its medical
imagery is
faculties are central to training the region's healthcare workforce. When UHII struggles, when it loses credibility to procurement scandals and governance failures, it doesn't just affect Jamaica. It affects the reputation of UWI. It affects the ability of Caribbean medical graduates to secure residency positions internationally. It affects the willingness of international partners to collaborate on research. It affects everything. When this institution is compromised by corruption and mismanagement, every country in the Caribbean is affected. You cannot restore public trust with more press releases, panels with obscure terms of references, and ribbon-cutting ceremonies. You need systemic reform. Today, we stand at a crossroads. On one path lies continued decline, an institution that slowly loses its regional accreditation, its ability to attract top faculty, its capacity to provide world-class care, an institution that becomes known not for its medical breakthroughs, but for its procurement scandals, where the brightest Caribbean minds choose to train elsewhere because they've lost faith in its future.
Wow.
On the other path lies renewal, but only if we demand accountability, transparency, and fundamental reform. Only if we insist that those responsible for the failures detailed in the Auditor General's report face consequences. Over the coming days, we'll dive deeper into each aspect of this crisis. In the upcoming episodes, we'll examine the HR crisis, staff complaints, controversial transfers, shortages in critical departments, and what it all means for patient care. In subsequent episodes, we'll explain exactly how procurement fraud works, who benefits, and why it is so hard to detect. We'll trace the networks of influence that have allowed this to happen. We'll provide a detailed analysis of the Auditor General's findings, and ultimately, we'll present a roadmap for saving the UHWI. I'm Dr. Alfred Dawes. Thank you for watching.
So, ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Dawes is not only, hi, how are you doing, Hilbert? Dr. Dawes is not out here just criticizing the government and the UHWI staff that should be locked up. He's offering solutions to ensure that this doesn't happen again. And he's also giving we, the people of Jamaica that want change, he's giving us the tools and the blueprint to demand that change. So I don't want to hear nothing from nobody in a Jesus name on the internet to talk about the PNP need to do more. No, again, you, the people of Jamaica, have the power. The power lies in your hands. What are you going to do, ladies and gentlemen? Right? Andre Stevens tonight eloquently broke it down and had a call to action from his viewers. Right? One thing that I've said to you guys is to push the Magnitsky Act. For those that are overseas and have any connection, I am joining the call of Andre Stevens. This video on Team PMP, download it. This 14-minute video, download it. Get the copy of the link so you have the hard and the soft copy. Send it out everywhere. Ladies and gentlemen, if you think that this is not going to affect you, you make a sad mistake. You're making a hell of a sad mistake. All right, I tell people it's the grace of God. Why I know for a fact it's the grace of God why I don't see the hospital yet. Because God knows that I couldn't survive this Jamaica hospital. Rats on the listen to me. Resuscitation on the ground. Do I need to remind you guys of the issues that the hospitals are facing? 24 babies died in 25 days. And this was just before the election. And you would think that would spark something into the minds of the people. But somehow they develop some type of fake defense and try to align the PMP Minister of Health and gave Christopher Tufton another chance as Minister of Health. I mean, I don't know how the people in which constituency is Tufton from? Google. Which constituency is Christopher Tufton? Christopher Tufton. West Central St. Catherine. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. Anybody that voted for Christopher Tufton, anybody that voted for Andrew Onis, I'm talking about in the specific constituencies that they are, you should be ashamed of yourselves. You understand what I'm saying? You can't vote for Christopher Tufton just after him being a constituency member. No. The greatest job he does is to destroy the healthcare system. And you should have put him in his place on September 3rd. right? West Central St. Catherine should be ashamed of themselves. You guys are complicit as well. Because if you didn't vote for Christopher Tufton, he couldn't be in Parliament. And he couldn't be the Minister of Health. This is a crying shame. Hurricane Melissa victims. Whoa, wait a minute. So one video, I need this. We need this.
Direct landfall on the island.
The rainfall could be diabolical.
Certainly the satellite imagery
Oh
is
no,
ominous.
that's the
Horrible,
first
horrible situation.
That's the first one.
Over the period of 2-3 years, it's...
So
We've laughed with you. We've cried with you.
When Caroline Flack took her own life in 2020.
whoa. What is going on, bro? USA Air Force is flying to the eye of Hurricane Melissa. I never saw this footage. Wow. I'm gonna need that. Let's do some recaps. That's not the video I'm looking for though. That's not the information I'm looking for. Oh, shoot.
Had it up to here with you, haven't you?
I wonder if it's on the website.
It's just another day of guide dog training, but this...
Them have so much,
Families and campaigners are in Westminster today calling for urgent action to end...
They never knew this birthday video would be her last, let alone that it would now be used to expose the deadly...
I don't know why this computer is moving so slowly, you know. And it was updated. That's what pissing me off. It was updated. Let's close some of them something.
Shine.
So matter of fact, I'm gonna close all of that. Yeah. May this recon work, guys. May this one recon work. Let me take off that. I got the Titans them. Sure. You with the Titans to my say night. Titans, YouTube. Long time in a year for the Titans, you know. Isabel. I am in love. How that you say? I know we're in love with. Almost yourself.
Isn't she precious?
One Isabel Rose, you know. Isabel says she in love here, guys. You remember good. Make sure so you go subscribe. Colleen, what's up, my baby? Sonia, money talk in this past election. They think a joke. You try remember good. City Hall. City Hall of the call. See there now? The man them go over the information. Alright, so let me see what I'm going on.
Contrast and injector syringes in the radiology department, depriving the state of millions of class care, an institution that becomes known not for its medical breakthroughs, but for its procurement scandals, where the brightest Caribbean minds choose to train elsewhere because they have lost faith in its future. On the other path lies renewal, but only if we demand accountability, transparency, and fundamental reform.
Good governance.
Only if we insist that those responsible for the failures detailed in the Auditor General's report face consequences.
Prison.
Over the coming days, we'll dive deeper into each aspect of this crisis.
Prison was said.
In the upcoming episodes, we'll examine the HR crisis, staff complaints, controversial transfers, shortages in critical departments, and what it all means for patient care. In subsequent episodes, we'll explain exactly how procurement fraud works, who benefits, and why it is so hard to detect. We'll trace the networks of influence that have allowed this to happen. We'll provide a detailed analysis of the Auditor General's findings, and ultimately, we'll present a roadmap for saving the UHWI. I'm Dr. Alfred Dawes. Thank you.
Right away. Right away. Good. Yeah, man, right away. All right, so, yeah, man, don't carry that library. What we carry. Yeah, because Big Mama them come up with them foolishness. But them are going to call Dr. Alfred Dawes name. No, them are going like them call it a them. And them have this and this. Them always come up with lies and foolishness, you know. And I talk about consultancy. But I mean, let me say something to you. You have the washer lady who have river now with Big Mama. Him over Andrew Onis. Andrew Onis call him an ambassador. When name Deshanti, when name Deshanti what? When name Deshanti Barian. I got that piece of nastiness, that washer lady. I mean, I get contract, you know. I get the contract about Officer Smart. This guy no really, he not no skill, nothing at all, no. He may more hire to look at people from down in India, them do to look at things. He will look at all this at over. That I know name contract is just a name corruption. So I'm between the Prime Minister and Big Man. Yeah? So when they go out that them foolish, it's an appointment to people, them to go away. Them to go away. Them to get last suit to man. See, I call out people $521 million. No procurement. When them pick up the 23 million and say, okay, me, University of the West Indies, a private, public-private.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So the government own that too. One part of that and everything, public-private. And you will get the waiver. And you bring in things that are said to the private. That the one better than the public in like a million ways. Now you start calling people name, he was a consultant. In the same time, they must say this, you know. The woman from Stuart Arthur, they are the man they are. Can we have a picture with them? Apart. Don't have Udvars and the other. We look, them deal with campaigning. We look, get the bus contract for what billion. Then get, where can these things? Those are cronyism. And you continue, when you look, the guy in the Andrew thing, him on UDC, right? The guy was saying, Andrew said, pay back some money when you owe. Yeah? Now, him and the chairman and someone that putting in Andrew office too. Not him. But Andrew said, that back the money. What we think I was back the money. Not him, not the guy there. Go on, Andrew. Several of them are the same thing. See? Several of them. So when they come out, when they come out and talk about bullshit, we there for them, you know? We there for them. And by the way, we don't say something to my brethren. Yeah, Patrick, you got better, brother. We don't say something to Patrick. Because you have two guys. We never call them guys. Them some old, we don't know what to call them. Nobody now calls them name, because them claim to them up on a radio station, right? And them start talking about social media now. Because one of them love on social media.
Yeah.
But maybe just remind you one thing before we talk. One. So the two guys don't know, but the two of them coming out. Remember the big, remember the Motorola big phone, them brother, the fridge?
Yeah, man.
Like a 1990, 91. Come have two of them done like this, you know. And by the way, two of my brethren, they're too big for me. Two of my brethren, they let them have fun. One of them will run out, win a big time right now. And the other one from about TVJ. Can be the one with different. Remember my brethren, they can't want me, you know. Can be know who me, know everybody know me but me. Who me right hand and know and left hand and know them can't go on me. I am the win. You see? So me let it have. Alright. So them two, they know run out because nobody not put them up. And about people. Remember, let's remind you of something. It's when they talk about social media, this and that. TVJ, I'm like, I put them on social media.
Of course. All of them.
The whole of the entities
all of them.
Them have social media account.
All
so
of
whenever I'm to one is a social media account.
Carly, what's up?
Talk to the whole of them. So all about social media, what I do? Leave on yourself.
That man,
What if you go away, man? You go down on social media.
That stink, man.
The cleaner, the observer.
Everybody.
You go down on social media, but you not run about social media. We need a piece of shit. Go away, man. I'm not identify only two.
A bad man social media, you know. I really that go on in a envy, you know. Cause you have some social media platform where, I mean, listen, you have some individuals around the world right now where if you should see the type of pull where them have when them go live, you have media houses when I have that they pull there. You understand? A envy, a bad mind. Enough of them bad mind. Now them realize them have to come in at this space, but they want to come in at this space and them still want to burn out. You know, the Jamaica Labour Party really is a gross, you know, like what's that smell? Them just corrupt and them just hypocritical and them just because they use social media to their benefit for the last few years to win the elections, you know. They lied, you know. The propaganda machine of this government, you know, lied to the people of Jamaica, you know, right? About so many things. It's a disgrace. It's an absolute disgrace. But anyway, let's continue.
We're not putting up on the screen. We're not. Remember, when the time about social media, they are taxing about social media, you know. Big mama them every day. That you know, nobody now for them are box them are used.
Mm-hmm.
That's how they come with weed for.
And they're not the real people that follow them. Yeah.
And they can't help them.
You know, exactly. Andre them bad man. Lord of mercy. Hey, me could have never envied Andre. Hey, then after Andre, you know, them bad man Andre, you know. Yo, Andre have to turn up strong in this. You hear me say? Me say Andre have to turn up strong in this. You see how Atta Vipers get attacked, you know? Because Atta Vipers are really Atta Vipers, you know? Me mean every minute I do all Annie Isabel Rose. We don't know how she do it. Because she have her youth. And she have an actual profession, like she is she work. I don't know how she does it. And Atta Vipers work too. Talk Your Mind TV work too. I don't know how them do it. I only know say Andre work. Mighty God. Them after them, man. Them after them bad, man. I tell you, enough of them and them alone. Enough of them. Jerry Bryan work too. Jerry Bryan almost a chef. Work at hotel. You understand what I deal with? I think Jamaica Hot Topic work too. You see me?
See? Yes. But the one that get on social media and then turn about social media. Them take people feed better. Let them do. The one that get on social media. They are bloggers, all of them. When you see bloggers, they get to come out on social media when not about social media.
Yeah.
It's a piece of shit.
For real.
And they can't say hypocritical. Yes, and by the way, never show now. Never show now make part come to film opening scheme, but never show that Andrew one is the say is a PR guy. He's a son guy. He tell me directly, share this thing to him and cut the ribbon them because at that time legacy. Because people out there saying not do nothing. So because the mother did that, you know. They are not about the serious part. So you go on and cut a ribbon. You are me go reading at this and say this. Are you legacy?
Yeah.
My man was man to be thousands. But it's not all of them. I mean, I see them with a band with one man cut. Let me tell you again.
Andrew Wallace's entire legacy as a prime minister is a lie. It is the foundation of lies. No apology. You understand? Foundation of lies, ladies and gentlemen. Absolute lies.
When you want to ask it, I will go. Yes, what I mean? I have a bad live. They were clean. Yeah. Nobody else sell out about the place that else Billy was. You never see no prime minister will go cut no ribbon everywhere. That not boy. When you buy house, you don't buy anything you buy car. The prime minister no come cut ribbon on you. See, she just go up in a new place there. You know, what can I ribbon cut in? You know, put up them thing and them up in them thing. You know, see nobody about a fish and a fish thing. So them up in the wholesale part. Them have one just carry them, but them up in one way say like if you have store, like
Let me tell you, man, you see Andrew government major in our mind, I know. That's why them have to do them thing there. You see, if Andrew Wallace was doing major things, he wouldn't have to PR minor things. You understand what I deal with? Yeah. Yeah, because the criticism when my face is valid, you know. Not even one school in no bill. Where the 3 school them there? Where's the 3 STEM school them, Andrew? The 6, sorry. 3 from China and 3 from the government. Where them there? Liar.
By old field in a bulk. Then just go up in and you want them up in a Newcastle there, sir. And then go up in back the one where the owner one them renovate stuff and turn it in one of the bulk store. So you get things cheaper but you buy it in a more in a bulk. You understand? Like feel like your restaurant and them thing you buy in a bulk. Nobody go come up in and thing. And that by the billions every year, you know, in a tax revenue and thing for the government. But nobody not going to go up in thing. For make sure, let me tell you something. When you want to know people in a country around, you have proper health system.
Yes,
so
talk about
it. Power. Look for the health system.
That is it.
Second to none.
That is
when
it.
you go in there, you look on the floor. No, that. Because people go in there, line up on the floor, like a thumb them in them face. You have to tell them, go over this, where you are. We're going to piece by there.
Yo.
Leptospirosis.
No.
Shit and piss.
Jaja.
People up there, we assassinate people on the ground. Not man saying nurse. And it's widespread on one place. Not one place.
God.
When you have good government, you have to ask them about no road because you don't see proper road.
Of course.
The train them in a clean, the rubbish in the pile up, the school and that one good. People that have good payable jobs.
Right.
So you know, have to see nobody because remember, you know what's this government and you see the benefit for all. Not for 1 and 2. This guy not doing nothing. You understand? When the reason why they do this, they want to push a line on your head. So when you see it now, you see him, you know, because you have to get visible, you know. And it's like, you know, it's like coming on your face. So when you see him all the way on your face, you see my work, how you do, you know, real government don't do that. I want to go up on the Google, I want to go up on the YouTube, I want to TikTok and look. When the government right around the place, you see them every minute without one house to cut it. And I make big sermon and cut it, waste of money. And about that, you know, say, the people that want to get their money there, where I waste money and cut people and unfriend them. $millions of dollars to not give out this way.
Mighty God.
This needs to stop.
Wow.
So when the man up in the middle cutting, me also want this. This is Bolo shit. For a country run, you're supposed to can afford the meal. You never have to drunk a fire pitching on the mouth after taking a bag. I pay number 10 shirt to supply. I find a people mouth about number 10. They have belly, marijuana, they have skin cold, they have people that kick ball in about the way you might think. You have to weigh more yard with yourself. Can you better to intoxicate you, you know? Not sure. You better so toxic now because the Andrew one is. You can't buy toothpaste. The amount of germs and then we make it equal. Don't talk when you make a laugh. I remember when let me tell you something. Because you know so block, when I sell on yam and I blow, when you turn and do this and I blow a saxophone. So invisible saxophone, can't do it. Them gonna make nice. That make them more double toxic. It's a killer now. Because the Andrew one is. People don't sell by both girls and boys. They must sell by till they look bad. Everybody knows most of them want each other. And then them turn them back road now. And you still have countrymen and talk about this. That's your legacy. And the place full of cocaine, the big boy and people around you and all full of cocaine. That's your legacy, brother.
Better know that. Be illegal activity in government. Gag order government. Guys, did you know that they have a gag order on the nurses them? May I try find one article? Because me know after I press put it up and she always screenshot off her article. And I wonder if they scrub the article off I think. You know, so they have a gag order upon the Auditor General. In the report them cannot put out the names of the individuals them in the report. So when you hear them say 2 person involved in this and that, them don't want the name go out in the public when the investigation then drop. You understand? When the Auditor General drop the thing them. So me I try find it, bro. I tell you boy. So find it still.
I don't have bad, you know. You see the same place as Sean Paul. Because you're part of the one that apply them and everything.
Yeah.
Then take it over and put you on there. Believe me, so that's way.
No, you have to show that. You can't be serious. The man they really go take over Sean Paul efforts. Yo, the government not have no shame, no, bro. The man them cool, brother. You serious, Mr. Lonesome? No. See it, I look like I eat this. Hold on there. Hold on.
You don't see him out there. Look on this. Look there. Eh? Shout out no politics. You put them not gonna know. Them gonna take it over. Because I'm appear, you know, people. Now show your hands up with this appear. Look at now. Just get down on San Paulo. Look at. Go back there, sir. You see which party mode? Look at the spoon mode that we're going at the pot. Look at it now. Look at. Now the spoon that part we're going at the pot, brother.
Yeah, nasty.
Yeah, man. Now the part of the spoon that we're going at the pot. This piece of shit.
I wait on it, sir.
Business. You can't come and go to people, but you come out for the road and go to people.
Yeah, that's not hygienic.
We never know the face what's a matter about.
Hold on there. Him have a does he have a what you call it now? Food handlers permit? Why am I opening people in pot? All me no want nothing from them from this when them touch, you know. None of them government official there, you know. Me no want nothing from them, brother. You must be mad to blows. Yo, listen to me. Me I pray to God. Hard times come, me I pray to God to send manna from heaven. Before me have to take nothing from politicians to eat. Or take food from them. You hear what I said? You remember good? Try to remember that. Nasty out.
These straws, we've been working on them for about...
Fucking lie, I tell what we've been working on them. The motor, them, look at them, cut the ply and put it up, call them small. So, him give them material, him bring the material, them in, you know. See, another one, yeah. See? So, I see that you have concrete there already. Yeah? So, them use that, some of them can't wear for the ply, because they don't fly, they get in a better. Yeah, man, that truck apply, man. Yes. Can't no fly out fully. Come to us.
So, you're about 70% finished. All of this is going to be beautified. We have a big corporate name who's going to come in and put in all the names of the shops up here.
So what them do now? You show them to the carpet them, then just pay the good thing and then you advertise to them. Big carpet and then what him do now? Him give them waivers now because they put up a name. Is that way for rap people? Who come and put up the little name and show the name? Yeah? Them get waiver now, you know. See? Continue.
I'm walking up here, sir. People can see what has been done to make sure we put in the concrete.
Tell me what to put in. You see the piece of ply where they use people? Because this is like 8, like 1 ply. You see them cut it and put a little piece that month. Him carry, you don't need no more. So I'm not him do it, you know.
These stores were not on concrete. We're going to make sure we have
I know him do nothing, you know. You have to go
hurricane straps on these roofs to hold.
I don't have no hurricane strap here. Never. You see, him attack something right now, better. Remember, we have built that, you know. So we are set on a strap, right? All right, continue.
You see, they're screwed in. It's not.
The youth and the don't matter if it's school. It's not to them back, hey.
What are they? It's not something. Let me see that.
It's not.
The youth and the don't matter if it's something. Continue.
You see, they're screwed in. It's not.
The youth and the
Yo, got him.
put a little piece that more. You don't need no more. So I'm not him do it, you know. I'll put a little piece.
Yo, hold up, bro. I'm sorry.
Because this is like 8, like 1 ply.
I'm sorry.
You see them cut it, I'll put a little piece that more.
Hold on. Go on to the city,
So I'm not him do it, you know.
These stores were not on concrete. We're going to make sure we have
I know him do nothing, you know. You have to go
hurricane straps on these roofs to hold.
I don't have no hurricane strap here. Never. You see, him attack something.
Brother, they may have hurricane strap? Bro, come on, bro. Let's look up what a hurricane strap looks like. Yo, this dude right here, bro. What? Yo. Hurricane straps. For roof. For zinc roof. Let's look what a hurricane strap look like. Alright, boom. Now if we're gonna further. Thank God. Guys, I want you to look very closely at these structures, right? Let me zoom in. Where are the hurricane straps? Do you see any hurricane straps, ladies and gentlemen? Anywhere? Look at this corner right here, sir. Is there any hurricane straps? May I go and pay attention? Make we give a little time.
Remember, we have the line now. So we are set up on a strap, right? All right, continue.
The zinc.
Yo, is a nail that the man put in, bro? Is a nail that in, bro? You know what I'm saying?
They're screwed in. It's not.
You don't nail it, don't matter if it's school. Listen, man.
Yo, Colleen. Hey, Colleen. Oh my God, bro. No, man, I have to take bad things, make jokes sometime. Honestly, guys, what is this?
No, it's not.
Oh, come on.
Stop.
Yeah, bro.
Just nailed it. So
no, school, me not see it.
we're making it.
With the hurricane strap there. With the hurricane strap there, bro.
For the future, much better.
No strap, not even one.
Me not see no strap.
Me never see one yet, but matter.
Brother.
Let us see something to come back.
Yo.
Than it was. People from around the community, whether it's from Montego Bay or Savlamar or Treasure Beach or even Southfield, in Central Village where I come from, will say, hey, we must go down to border and have some fish, bami, and curry goat.
So MC Sandbag, we can come take it over. Then spend the money, all right?
Love the stuff that you serve here. We're going to make sure as well the bathrooms around the other side are well in place.
People, the bathroom in place already. It's built out of concrete. So you see, it might make the bathroom well in place. So I clean up the beach to hear this now.
So that people who are vending here and clients who come will have good bathroom facilities.
Then we have it already.
We expect about here, around here, we're going to have a gazebo where people can sit and eat. So
you couldn't have one gazebo because I like 70 shot. I'm telling you, I'm fucking talk about because you want to start each of them have one gazebo can hold how much people, hundreds of people, brother. You don't really know that. I'm here to talk.
Yo, where is the hurricane straps, bro? That's all I'm asking from. No, seriously.
the government is spending to put this back up.
Government? The government? Man, listen, bro. Bro.
I know we see the truth.
What?
You know, celebrate that so the government spend this and thief the money though.
Jesus.
All right.
Yeah, man. Why? We have at least 54 families that are going to benefit from this, from the stalls. This is raising businesses back up. And this is just one place in the 7 parishes.
So you're telling me that you guys are raising businesses back up, but you're not raising people back up into a house with a roof over them head? You know, I honestly sometimes wish that God would just... Father God, if even me, if I am to be a victim of it, me still would have want it to happen. Because if me not do the right thing, yeah man, me be a victim of it. Me not take myself out of it. Father God, when people lie like this, you know, me not say, alright, a man go dead or nothing, but you can't just like lick one part of his knee, make him drop on his face like one sign or something. You know the way they just, you know? Anytime he lie, I'll feel one pain all in his elbow and beard. You know them way they, like, yeah, something like that, God. Something like that, Father God. Me don't know, but Father God, me feel like say, yo, me feel like say, you know, it would have worked still. Me not say nobody if it dead, but one sharp pain in your short ribs. You know them way they like one needle run straight to your liver. Yo, brother. The man if you stop it, bro.
Man, you too enough out
man, if you stop it, brother, I can't believe say man I really do that for you, bro. Mighty God. Oh, see part of the matter with Andrew, hold on.
The ceremonies remain critical.
Tell them the amount him about the year now, kind of money them to scale it back. But him have to have it to make him markers.
Are still struggling in the aftermath of Hurricane Melissa. This was Opposition Member of Parliament Bvrclips at Wednesday's Public Administrations and Appropriations Committee, PAAC.
Response time, instead of us making these grand announcements and PR thing, get the people in a state that they can feel normal again.
While not addressing the comments made by Mr. Phillips directly, Dr. Holness revealed that he...
I saw him go on, man. Cause him go on like him above the threshold of responding, you know. Like him above it all. You see what I mean, David? I saw him stay, you know. I see him thing him do with him name, as much as how I not really validate the argument there between the two of them. I feel like say a set up business. The former Prime Minister, the former leader of the JLP, Bruce Cody. You understand? Yeah, I not really validate him thing. But I see him when you saw him answer him without calling him.
Should have directed to the Cabinet Secretary to scale back some of the ceremonial activities.
Look at what police are waste of resources there.
Waste.
You carry a bag of people up here so say you will come and scare. I come in a million dollar cars when you try.
Of course, millions. Unnecessary. Instead of putting the resources to make people get a roof back over their head. The man just want to walk around and get praise from people, bro. It's like a joke to him. He's a narcissist. He come like he see him giant them where they day in a days of Noah. They want to be worshipped like gods. You understand? Blasphemic acts, ladies and gentlemen. Might sound simple to someone, you know, but to me can't stay there, you know. It's going to take a while for you to believe, you know, but eventually you're not going to realize what time it is. True. I tell her that. I get me stand and get me charger then, because the phone I can't go down on it off. I want to say thank you to Dezine for committing to spread the Magnitsky Act in the comments. Ladies and gentlemen that are watching, Dezine is dropping the link to the Magnitsky Act. As a matter of fact, I'll take this time out to actually promote the Magnitsky Act, because all of this corruption that is going on, guys, you know, we really have an opportunity to really change things. You get me? So let me show you how. So right here in the comment section over here, as you can see that are watching on Bolo Bvrclips, Dezine just dropped it. Say, can you help me out by signing this petition? When you click this link, ladies and gentlemen, right here, it's going to take you to the page. All right. So as you can see, it says implement the Magnitsky Act to challenge corruption and human rights violations in Jamaica. That is the purpose of the Magnitsky Act. Be a voice of change. You scroll down, yes? Boom. John Smith, I don't know, something. Write down something. Let's try if we do something for you to see. Zane. BBB. Put in one sitting there. And I'm gonna email them. Zane. Put in your email, right? See it there now? So, you know, it's very simple, guys, right? You write in your name, write in your email. Zane, your email, right? Just send an email, I will really solidify the petition, you know, because every email can sign a petition. Can sign the petition, all right? Me have one email, all right? So, boom. May I sign the petition? May I show you how it works, see? All right. Look. You see that? It says, chip in with money. Go to no, I'll share instead. Do not donate. Copy the link. You're done. You're done, ladies and gentlemen. You can go to wherever you're going to share it. See that? I'll share it there, sir. See that? Boom. Click it again. What got happen? See that? 3,971. You see me? I already thank you for your support. So it's signed. All right, my people? All right? That is it. Simple. It don't take 2 minutes. It does not take 2 minutes, guys. It doesn't. Back to this now.
Yeah, man. Security and everything, you know. Remember, some people come here, come with a bag of people, you know. If you come with a bag of people. No, there's no people in the shop. Only thing them do, you know. Take your name, man.
Hi, Laura. Good morning. I hope you have a wonderful day at work. Bless you. Thank you for joining.
I put on the glory as this, that. That's what it costs. Nothing. You
know, so you're right, though. I've got to make a short, you know, in showing how to actually do that. You're right.
Do it now. Listen me good.
However, he maintained the ceremonies remain critical.
You have to have these markers in time for achievement, because if you don't, the deluge of misinformation.
In time of achievement, Champagne was spending money. And West Team can be achievement of the people. And the way you tell them now, they think that people have their money shareholders. And the people share my cut some things and I call it achievement. People, the little hut, where you see my cut the river, you call them achievements. It is a goddamn disgrace. You know what I say? You must have the markers of achievements. Look at him achievements. If doesn't tell the people them not do it, you know. Because people understand that. Look when we are so. And look at the
cabinet secretary to scale back.
Yeah, Andrew Honest is such a hypocrite. When you remember when he came out and he said, you know, it's not dignified, you know. I don't like how it looks. Everybody come with them camera. But everywhere he goes with that camera. He's gonna spend some money to help our bio to install him have the camera upon the people and put it out there. Yeah, man, see, me help that somebody I'm a buy out install, I'm a buy out everything him have. You understand? That's what he does. Laura, have you signed the Magnitsky Act as yet?
Some of the ceremonial activities. However, he maintained the ceremonies remain critical.
You have them tell them the amount him about the year now, got enough money them to scale it back. But him have to have it for making markers. For sure as well, because we are saying not do nothing, but this making this something better. You know, so when I use to trick people better. Yeah, man. You can trick people, but we are say yes, so.
To have these markers in time for achievement, because if you don't, the deluge of misinformation and falsehood would over.
Ladies and gentlemen, I remember in a St. Mary when them go cut the ribbon for the pipe them. More of the people in my St. Mary come tell me what I'm going up at that place they know with water. You have water? You remember the big halabaloo with what him name? But I brother their name around Naughty Senton again, man. Your wife there, your wife are the director of the Observer. What him name again? Matthew Samuda. You remember when Matthew Samuda come out and run this and that and whatever? Me say, the people them will live in that area there St. Mary. You don't have water? Pipe are run up there? Water run in a pipe? Wanna come talk to me there? Come talk to me there, man. Come talk to me there.
The public's attention and distort the national mood. And so the government has to take this kind of forward-facing frontal position to bring information. You almost have to be in your face every day.
Not for real, but cut these things for trickle now. Yeah. You don't say what I know. Shem says that the deluge and, you know, misinformation. Where is the misinformation? To do this, I shan't part with. You hear me? I mark as the same achievements. Then look at
counteract the deliberate falsehoods.
I spread him, I spread falsehood, he not counteract falsehood.
Who first come, we start talking about it because the PR guy. I will find out say he's a PR guy. And I say, you see people, you see say that for Chikuno. Yeah, admit better.
It work.
Just admit.
It work, you know. It trick them, you fret. Yes, they go, enough of them go vote back for him. It trick them because, you see, let me tell you, the average person now do no investigation, you know. The average person is not going to see what they're on the TV. And that them are back in pan. Just follow us. Just follow us. Listen to us alone. Damn idiot, you know. But when I listen to Andrew, I tell him to listen to us alone. You know, so now damn idiot. You don't have sense, man. Man, them manipulate the man manipulate the hell out of you, bro. I want to just dead here take it. Right? And then I go straight down in the hell with him. All I want to take manipulation. You can't stay there. Go and take manipulation then, no? And see what going to happen to you in 2026. Hey! Mighty God.
Jamaica people. These small things, him do it for Chikuno. Yeah? I call this achievement. Whoever do this.
That are being spread.
Dr. Hollis was speaking at the official reopening of business kiosk shops in Border St. Elizabeth on.
Look what them there for people. You know what's funny? Look at. Bird, I know. Look at TV. Look at. A million spread for this, you know. Big ceremony. Yeah, sell little fish. Little thing you never see them yet, but them come. Them want to trick who they are. This need to stop.
Brother, look how much camera. Look how much camera in the background.
Look what the man them there to know.
Look what the man them there.
Fly, you have Bvrclips. See that?
Yeah, I need to that man.
Bvrclips, the man's Bvrclips. How would him, sir?
Don't call him right, yeah, man. Hold on the wheel. I properly say Andrew Matey, you know.
Wait, what? Bro, hold up, wait, what? Andrew Matey? You know what? I'm a done, bro.
Call him right here, man. Give him title, man. Andrew Matey, I properly.
Okay. Yes, man. You see that? Look on this.
Size 13, leave. Hold on the wheel.
Yeah.
Size 13, leave him to keep an eye on Andrew, because Andrew look on Central Jamaica, you know.
Mighty God.
Side there, you know.
Oh,
Manchester,
God. Oh,
so
Lord.
properly over there nearby. We have to keep an eye on him. Because remember, size 13 plus then in India, you know. I drink out a clear cup. Want to bring back the India culture come at Jamaica, but we are watch her.
Yeah.
We want on the street side,
Yeah, you know, I haven't been talking about Juliet Owens, but why is Juliet Owens in India doing all of this? What is this fascination about the Indian culture? What's going on? Does she plan to invest in some type of business out here where the Indian culture is? What is happening? Are they trying to facilitate the Indians in Jamaica to bring their culture here? Because it's like, you see that government, the wife and husband here, then just enough. Hey, Mr. God, I got to deal with them, Mr. Man. Yo, boy, man.
With dirty finger. We are watching our game here. It's two things you can't go down the back. Yeah, it's moving the cargo from Jamaica and go security down there and bring back that culture in Jamaica. Yeah? So we must carry on, my brother, because we are going to that data rod.
Yeah.
Them fucker you getting a mad man.
Yeah, man. So here, what's this?
Association Garnet Reed believes the move will be a game changer for small businesses in the area and other parishes.
And so with the commerce now opening here in St. Elizabeth, I would like to see other areas, other parishes opening where commerce is concerned, especially small business, who is the
Where you come back TV for? I'm moving.
Yo, who that brother there? I owe him.
I'm moving fast. Can I say something to you guys? The people that did the operate on the day. October, them seized the 28th. What the fuck happened to you? Where you come back TV for?
Yeah, the man make it look like there's some breaking news and like innovative move, and this is something that's new, and you know the government is doing this great thing. How about y'all fix the roads so people can traverse and go to St. Elizabeth faster to facilitate, you know, spending some money with these people that have their business? How about that? How about you guys fix the infrastructure? How about you spend the capital budget and stop underspending it? How about you clean the drains so when the hurricane comes, you know, whenever a hurricane comes, I should say, right, in the hurricane season that we know of, you know, we don't have these massive damages to the road infrastructure, because the drains would have been cleaned, the roads would have been designed in such a way that the water would run off and not damage the asphalt. How about that? How about we think about how we actually build our roads? Should we use asphalt? Or should we incorporate more, I don't know, concrete, whatever? Should we incorporate bricks? I don't know. What works in other countries is what I'm saying. Can we find the science that works and incorporate it in our country, given that we have this high volume of rainfall throughout the year, not just hurricanes? But start with cleaning the drains and making the drains properly and setting the road away so the water runs off and not settle on the road. How about that? How about building roads in places that are not flood prone? That regularly the roads are covered. How about when you're building the roads and it's near swampy areas, the roads are heightened significantly? How about some actual thought process being put into the design and the architecture of our infrastructure? Not just houses, but everything. How about that? How about we have water in the pipes of everybody? Can we get water for everybody in the pipes? Or is that too much to ask? You know, they might piss me off, you know, so I'm going to move on. Hold on then. Move on, yeah, because them people are really piss me off. But how are going on now? What is? Are you same place?
Oh, when I play this guy, I'm going to play the man said, shut him, okay. All right, I'm going to move this. This is Sean Daly. Let me hear what Sean say, so what I will easily go to him. All right, I'm going to play it and then hear it. Where you come under attack. Well, I'm Sean Daly, man. And that's what I'm saying to you, the proportionality test. The person can be 100 feet away from you, and you believe that it is good to shoot. So you're surrounded by a mob of persons, and the threat is imminent. The threat is real and it's imminent. Therefore, you are allowed to use deadly force to protect yourself. But I'm trying to explain. It must be the last resort that you have. And it can't be made up in your mind that this is a threat. So I see, for example, a big, stout person coming towards me, and I just feel fearful of him and I just shoot. It can't be just made up. It has to be, why would you without more feel fearful? Because the person is big. The assessment of an individual starts with the application. The person sets out why. Where you come under attack and you retreat, and you feel that you are cornered and you have no way out, you are allowed to use deadly force to defend yourself. So it's not, the law doesn't prevent a license holder from seeing a person attacking another person with a knife, machete, or a gun and not being allowed to intervene. You're allowed to intervene and to give assistance. And it's not because you have a gun why you're allowed to intervene. You, as a private citizen, you are allowed to intervene to render assistance in that case. As I said it up before, that you can't use your private firearms commercial purpose. Just like when you can't use your private car to run taxi. It's the same thing. So we like to encourage license holders that even the changing of the color of the firearm, so it does not modify the firearm, it's still a modification of the firearm. And it's going to say, the person can't be 100 feet away from you, and you believe that it is good to shoot. So you're surrounded by a mob. So it can't be that color that shoot people.
What name? Shane what? I first mentioned that not Shane Darling. Shane Darling. Let me see if I can find it on TikTok. That's interesting information that I didn't know about, because I'm not a firearm holder. But it's good to know these things, isn't it? What's this? When was this? Prayer incoming. Who remember this guy? This was the young man, the doctor that stood up to Andrew Honest about the needs. This is him, you know? 876 Warrior for Truth, Daniel Thomas.
The spiritual situation that we're living in right now, in Jamaica, you are in a culturally demonized system, brethren. This is a hostile spiritual environment. I want you to know that there are glory killers assigned to your life, brethren. And so the enemy seeks to colonize you with practices and ideas to kill the glory of God on your existence so that you will not realize your potential in God. The enemy can track your progress through your family line, through the utterances that you have from your mouth, from the company that you keep, and he can see that if you continue on the track that you will be a mighty man and a mighty woman of God. So he makes a suggestion of evil towards you so that you will be colonized, so that you will be kept down and neutralized. And so he will say to you, what about, Obia is just culture. Oh, Halloween is just fun. Oh, concerning sex and sexuality, anybody can do anything. It's okay. It's their bodies. Concerning the baby in the womb, you will say, no, it's just a clump of cells. And demonic, perverse, morally twisted ideas, brethren. Secularism, Marxism, feminism in the second and third degrees, mainly. Evolution. All these morally twisted ideas. The word of God is clear. It says there are two types of wisdom. There is heavenly wisdom from above, and wisdom from below. That means that when somebody says to you, you need to be wise, you need to be careful before you accept their advice, because you do not know if the wisdom that they are giving you is the wisdom from hell or if it is the wisdom from heaven. It's important that as the people of God, we learn to distinguish between good and evil, because we have an adversary, the devil, who seeks to neutralize the people of God.
Whoa.
I'm here to tell you today.
I did not know this dude was so powerful in the faith. No wonder Andrew Owens never liked that youth, yeah. No wonder Andrew Owens never liked this young man here. No wonder he stood up to Andrew Owens. Ain't that something? Ain't that something? Hold on there, guys. Sorry about that. Is it good? It's alright. It's cool. Alright. I have to plug in my phone, So, yeah. Two of them have to plug in. This one have to plug in. Charger not connected completely. What do you mean? Yeah, man. Humble, simple, no big show. Man, this is not good. Even me there in my kitchen, Kitchen me there. Alright, so here we go. Move that cup here. I can't lean this a little bit. No, I'm not leaning forward. That's gonna be bad. Whole thing will collapse. Turn this like so. So yeah, alright, cool. Carry up the screen a little bit. Yes, wonderful. I never knew that he was so strong. This is a massively great message right here. And this is facts we must say about Jamaica right now. This was when? This was last year, October 21st. This is true. This is true.
Here to tell you today, there are some people that cannot be next to you when you're gonna go into the kingly anointing and the queenly anointing that God is carrying you to. Because these friends are nonchalant towards evil. They're okay with sexual immorality, but you are not okay, because the Spirit of God has quickened you to understand the conviction of God. And so some friends can take you so far and no more. It says 1 Corinthians 15:33, bad company corrupts good character. What that mean, brethren? That means if you're in a bad company, the word of God is saying to you, it is not you that will anti-corrupt the bad company. And the bad company are going to corrupt you. The influential system in terms of company is from good to evil, not evil to good.
Whoa.
Listen.
I never thought about that. Wow.
To the word of the Holy Spirit, and let your closest friends be those who are pursuing. You understand? understand? I want us to understand the spiritual situation that we're living in right now. In Jamaica, you are in a culturally demonized system, brethren. This is a hostile spiritual environment. I want you to know that there are glory killers assigned to your life, brethren. And so the enemy seeks to colonize you with practices and ideas to kill the glory of God on your existence so that you will not realize your potential in God. The enemy can track your progress through your family line, through the utterances that you have from your mouth, so from the company that you keep, and he can see that if you continue on the track that you are, you will be a mighty man and a mighty woman of God. So he makes a suggestion of evil towards you so that you will be colonized, so that you will be kept down and neutralized. And so he will say to you, what about, Obia is just culture. Oh, Halloween is just fun. Oh, concerning sex and sexuality, anybody can do anything. It's okay. It's their bodies. Concerning the baby in the womb, you will say, no, it's just a clump of cells. And demonic, perverse, morally twisted ideas, brethren. Secularism, Marxism, feminism in the second and third degrees, mainly. Evolution. All these morally twisted ideas. The word of God is clear. It says there are two types of wisdom. There is heavenly wisdom from above, and wisdom from below. That means that when somebody says to you, you need to be wise, you need to be careful before you accept their advice, because you do not know if the wisdom that they are giving you is the wisdom from hell or if it is the wisdom from heaven. It's important that as the people of God, we learn to distinguish between good and evil, because we have an adversary, the devil, who seeks to neutralize the people of God. I'm here to tell you today.
Okay. I'm definitely taking this now. This gonna be probably a when I'm editing my videos. Yeah, this message is probably gonna be a staple in my videos. That's tough. Yeah, that's fact. Jamaica is definitely in that space right now. Yo, he is on point, ladies and gentlemen.
I hate the practices of those who fall away from a right path. I would have no part of it. The psalmist is saying, I will refuse. The reason why he has to refuse is because the enemy is trying to put things in your face. So you have to refuse it, or it will get inside your mind. You are the gates from heaven into earth, but your eye is the gate to your soul. I will refuse. There's a battle. There's a battle for your sight, brethren. There's a battle for your sight to get you to stare at things. Get you to stare at things that will enslave you. The enemy wants you to watch these things, because if you watch it, there's potentially the ability of the enemy to enslave you and colonize your spirit. And so is there anybody that is saying, I will refuse to look at anything vile and vulgar? If you want to see in the spirit, you have to fight for your sight. You have to defend your sight. If you want to advance in God, you cannot be colonized by the devil, by what you're seeing. What you behold, you become. What you are looking at constantly, your soul is being transformed into the likeness of what you're staring at.
Man, shout out to this dude right here, bro. I forgot what I was going to look at. Yo, he totally got me. Oh, yeah. Yeah, he got me locked in, bro. I'm sorry. What's this dude's name again? Shane Dallin. He's the one. Yeah, Shane Dallin, CEO. Shane Dallin. Let me see if I can find his video. Oh, it's viral. Wonderful. Here it is.
That is correct. Right, and that's what I'm saying to you. The proportionality test. The person can be 100 feet away from you, and you believe that it is good to shoot. So you're surrounded by a mob of persons, and the threat is imminent. The threat is real and it's imminent. Therefore, you're allowed to use deadly force to protect yourself. But I'm trying to explain. It must be the last resort. It must be a last resort that you have. And it can't be made up. It can't be made up in your mind that this is a threat. So I see, for example, a bigger, stout person coming towards me. And I just feel fearful of him and I just shoot. It can't be just made up. It has to be, why would you without more feel fearful? Because the person is big. The assessment of an individual. starts with the application. The person sets out why. Where you come under attack and you retreat and you feel that you are cornered and you have no way out, you are allowed to use deadly force to defend yourself. So it's not, the law doesn't prevent a license holder from seeing a person attacking another person with a knife, machete, or gun and not being allowed to intervene. You're allowed to intervene and to give assistance. And it's not because you have a gun why you're allowed to intervene. You, as a private citizen, you are allowed to intervene to render assistance. And in that cases, as I set it up before, that you can't use your private farm for commercial purpose. Just like you can't use your private car to run taxi. It's the same thing. So we like to encourage license holders that even the changing of the color of the firearm, while it does not modify the firearm, it's still a modification of the firearm. Where you come under attack and you retreat and you feel that you are cornered and you have no way out, you are allowed to use deadly force to defend yourself. So it's not, the law doesn't prevent a license holder from seeing a person attacking another person with a knife, machete, or a gun, and see, it's the same thing. So we like to encourage.
All right, I got the link, so I'm going to be doing a show on that because this right here needs to be said and understood. I did not know the things that I just heard, and I'm sure there's other things said there that I did not know. So we need to know what it is with the licensed firearm holders. You understand? We really need to know what it is, man. Yeah, we really need to know what it is. Oh, here we go. Ooh, yeah. Shout out to Jamaica PMP. Listen, I'm going to copy this link because I'm going to download that video. Hey, Ashama Mashema. I don't know what I'm saying, but yes, you understand? Ashama Mashema. That has nothing to do with tongues, ladies and gentlemen, obviously. All right. I want to say a big shout out to Mr. Dr. Alfred Dawes for his presentation. It was very eye-opening. It was a very eye-opening one. It was shocking. It was depressing. Although, you know, we need to hear the truth of the matter. I don't know, like, I can continue on my platform to emphasize the fact that we as a people need to rise up in a vote of no confidence to demand the resignation of Christopher Tufton. I don't think there's any other option at this point. I really don't. I don't, you know, it's just, no. Just forget about it. Forget about it. Right? Look at this. Doctors currently lack adequate on-call rest facilities, functional beds, furniture, and refrigeration. Bro, yo, me I get upset all over again. Me I come go my bed here, man. Tomorrow morning again, here, people. Tomorrow morning again, hopefully. I feel like we want to do an early live and just, you know, that's something that when the mist off of the early morning, not gone yet, and it does the fresh air. Yeah, man, I feel like we want to do an early live. So probably in the next 5 hours, you know what I mean, 7 o'clock almost, you know, me up again and I'll continue the discussion. All right, my people. Thank you so much again, Dezine. God bless you all. Thank you for being here. See you on the next one. Keep liking, keep sharing the content so we can get to 50,000 subs. And out of that 50,000 subs, I just want like 1% to be constant watchers of the videos. Like I don't want them to miss a video. That's my aim. Get to 50,000 subs. I have 5,000 people that constantly watch the show and maintain that level of consistency. Whether they watch the replay or I'm live or I put out a video and them see it. So the other aim for me is to also have you guys join my WhatsApp group. Yes, let me drop the link to my WhatsApp group, guys. No, not my WhatsApp group, my WhatsApp channel, because you know people don't like the group thing. So on my WhatsApp channel, I won't have your number, you won't have mine. It will just simply be I am live. I put out that I'm live. You know, and then you join. So I'm going to put the two of them in the chat right now. I have two WhatsApp channels because I have two numbers. So I just dropped it in Bolo VNR 2.2. I'm going to go over to Bolo VNR clips and do the same. Bolo VNR clips. Yes. All right. Let me drop it over here as well. I would encourage you guys to make sure that you join both of my channels on WhatsApp. There's the link to the WhatsApp channel, guys. I just dropped it. All right. I want to get to 50,000 on Bolo VNR. Bolo. One of them named Bolo TB. Hold on. Just give me a second. Let me tell you. One of them named Bolo YouTube TV. Right? And the other one named Bolo VNR, I think. Let's see if we can find it. Now one day young, I only have 12 subscribers over that one. You get me? Only 12 per one of them, but yeah, you get the picture. Let me see. Let me try and click the link. Why is the link not opening up? I don't like that. Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that at all. Why is that? I don't like that at all, guys. Okay. So we definitely see where the mismanagement. No, it's not opening up. That's not cool. I can see the link, you know. I can see the link. Guys, is the link opening up to my WhatsApp channels? I should ask you, is my link opening up? Because if it's not, then, you know, that's a problem. Yeah, that's a real problem. That's a real problem. That's sabotage right there, baby. I'm just saying. That is clear sabotage. You feel me? Oh, this is probably the reason why it's not opening up. Okay. There's no space right here. Alright, so I have to fix that. I have to fix that. Alright. Copy. Let me see if you guys can see it now. Okay. Is it opening up? I just dropped it again. Join my WhatsApp channel. Drop it again. I'll have to pin this one, you know. I'll have to start using that one. Bolo VNR 2.2. Alright. Anybody? Can you tell me if the link is working? Is the link working? I just dropped another one a while ago. Let me know if the link is working before I go, please, because I'm not able to. Let me see. I'll go upon this. Wanna not help me out, you know? Wanna not help me out. You guys are not helping me out, man. Y'all fall asleep on your brother, man. Gosh. Y'all fell asleep on me. That's some cold stuff, bro. Got some cool stuff. All right. Let me see if the link is working. Oh, it is. It is working. All right, so that is one of the links. This should be another one. Oh, it's the same one. Let me go to the other one. Invite link is not valid. Oh, hell. See? That's what I'm talking. I'm going to fix it, guys. I'm going to fix it. No worries. I'm going to fix it. See y'all later, man. I'm out. Peace. Peace out. Peace.